All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are going to completely deconstruct a meal that, let's be honest, needs no introduction. We're unlocking the blueprint behind that iconic Chipotle bowl so you can make the rice, the steak, and the chicken perfectly right in your own kitchen.
So, let me ask you this. You ever get that serious craving for Chipotle, but then you see the price and you're just kind of like, oof, maybe not today? Well, what if I told you that you could make a version at home that tastes just as good, maybe even better, anytime you want? That's exactly what we're going to do.
First things first. Every great bowl has to start with a great foundation, and that, my friends, is the cilantro lime rice. It's the non-negotiable heart of the whole thing, so we're going to get this absolutely perfect.
Now, when you look at the ingredients, you'll see they're surprisingly simple, right? You've got your basic long-grain rice, water, a little bay leaf for some background flavor, but the real magic, the thing that makes it Chipotle rice, is that combo of lime juice, lemon juice, cilantro, and salt.
And the process could not be easier. Just 4 simple steps. First, you rinse the rice, and seriously, don't skip this part, it's so important. Then, you cook it up with the bay leaf. But here's the most critical part. Step 2, letting it steam, covered with the heat off. That's the secret to getting that perfectly fluffy texture every single time. No mushy rice here.
So what's that one little trick that makes the rice so distinct? It's this, right here, the secret weapon. They use both lime and lemon juice. The lime gives you that classic tang we all know, but that little bit of lemon juice, it adds this brighter, kind of sweeter citrus note that just makes the whole thing pop. It is an absolute game changer.
Okay, rice is down, let's move on to our first protein. We're tackling that amazing steak, and the absolute key to getting that authentic, smoky, savory flavor, it's all in the marinade.
Now, before we get to the ingredients, we have to talk about the star of the show, Chipotle peppers in adobo. If you've never used these, they're basically just smoked and dried jalapenos that have been packed in this tangy, slightly sweet, smoky red sauce. You can find them in a little can, usually in the international aisle. And trust me, you absolutely need these for that signature smoky heat.
And here is that flavor blueprint. You can see those chipotles and that adobo sauce are right at the top of the list. Then you back them up with garlic, lime juice, a little cumin, and oregano. I mean, this combination is just pure savory magic.
The process itself is super straightforward, but it does require a little bit of patience. You just blend everything up into a smooth marinade. But this next part is really important. You've got to let that steak marinate for at least 4 hours. The longer, the better, honestly. After that, it's just a quick sear on a super hot grill, and you're almost done.
And when you're grilling, this is the number you're shooting for, 130 degrees Fahrenheit, or 54 Celsius. That is the bullseye for a perfect, juicy, medium-rare steak.
And I really cannot say this loudly enough. After that steak comes off the heat, you have to, let it rest for 10 minutes. This is not optional. It's what lets all those juices settle back into the meats instead of just spilling out all over your cutting board. Please, don't skip this step.
Okay, on to protein number 2, the chicken. And the goal here is twofold. We want it to be incredibly juicy on the inside, but we also want that signature beautiful char on the outside. Let's get it right.
So, what's the secret to getting that super juicy texture every time? It's simple. Use chicken thighs. Boneless, skinless thighs just have a little more fat than breasts do, which means they stay way more tender and flavorful when you cook them on high heat. It makes a world of difference.
Now let's check out the marinade for the chicken. You're going to see some familiar friends in here, the chipotles, the lime, the cumin, but here we're also adding red onion and paprika. That paprika is so key for giving the chicken that deep reddish color and a subtle sweet smoky flavor that's just perfect.
The technique here is pretty similar. You're going to blend all that stuff into a paste, get the chicken nice and coated, and let it sit for at least 20 minutes. Then you cook it over medium-high heat. You want that pan hot enough to get that awesome char on the outside, right as the inside gets perfectly cooked.
And for chicken, your magic number is this, 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 74 Celsius. A thermometer is your best friend here. It guarantees your chicken is perfectly cooked, totally safe, and still incredibly juicy.
All right, you've done all the hard work. The rice is fluffy. The steak and chicken are cooked to perfection. Now it is time for the grand finale. It is time to build your perfect bowl. And now for the best part. You start with a big scoop of that amazing cilantro lime rice, pile on your steak or your chicken, and then you just go wild. Add some black beans, those sizzling fajita veggies, some fresh pico de gallo. Finish it all off with some cheese, a dollop of sour cream, and of course, you cannot forget the guac. That right there is the whole experience.
So there you have it, the complete blueprint. Every secret, every technique you need to make an absolutely legendary meal at home. You've got all the pieces. So the only question left is, what kind of masterpiece are you going to build?